From the hard-working neighborhoods of East LA to the mean streets of Los Angeles, two brothers must survive one night.
Help me. I'm a monster, bro.
Throw your signs in the air. Wave them like it just don't care. God, I love that.
Water and power. LA's not for everybody.
Hi, Richard. I want to say that your lead characters, Enrique and Nicholas, the caballero aquí, Emilio, were really strong characters. I mean, they. Did you have these guys in mind when you were looking for the actors for this role?
Well, Emilio was in the stage production, and I always, was listening to Rick, who did a wonderful job, but my eye was always looking over there, that guy, because that guy came from, everything comes from someplace, and so he came from LA. We're still 25 years residents here, but I've always loved LA, but it came from the stage, and so I had strong, the Culture Clash guys are good actors. It came from there, but the film required a different skill set. We don't pretend to have. So it was a dream, a dream of mine to hit me in the back, Wanda. I just wanted that. Okay, hey, I don't want any trouble.
I like that.
I don't want any trouble. What characters do we play on Sons of Anarchy? Nero. I don't want no problem.
He's a big dude, bro.
It's riding fiddles while the city burns.
It was always a kind of a dream that would when Emilio returned to his roots and play a role like that. For Nick and Enrique, they were the first two actors that I met. You have meetings, you meet actors, and I sought Wanda out. I sought Wanda and Emilio out. Other than that, it was like, who are the hottest actors right now that we could get? And I sat down with Nick. I remember at a West Side Cafe. I'd never really seen Resurrection Boulevard. I didn't really know who he was, but I was impressed with this very thoughtful young man. And then Enrique came like a Cuban blast. He completely interrupted our lunch, but because Nick and I had went so much over. Enrique just, he sat right there, goes, I'm next, and then I started looking, they really started interacting like two brothers, and I just got really excited from that meeting, and essentially told the casting director, we really don't need to look much farther. These guys look like the brothers, they look like my nephews. There's always a moreno, there's always a güerito, it's water, it's power, it's light, it's dark, and they were really beautiful together. And I could see in Nick, I could see, his grandmothers and his mom and his pretty face, and Enrique, I could see other people, and that's always really interesting to me. When you see other people standing behind the character.
You deal with a lot of people, so I can understand that.
Thank you for cutting me off because I go on and on.
I know
Get to
you
that.
love that guy.
I know you really.
I'm serious.
Well, this could be anyone could answer this one. The film plays like a play, and it's filled with a lot of LA history and nuances. And the only thing that I personally was kind of concerned about, because I've been here most of my life, so I know LA. And you have any concern that maybe some of the younger audience might not get some of the backstory of what LA's about in this film?
No, because the film's not for kids. I really don't feel that. It's like when I look at Sopranos or Godfather. Let's be honest, or
Yeah,
Bill
I'm
Maher.
talking
These are big people with big people problems. If they want to go see something fast, something furious, something devious, something sassy, something sexy, that's not this film. This is big people with big people problems, men and women, and so
there are some 20-year-olds that will probably go to
I
the
think
film.
so. They've already
It's very intelligent,
Yeah.
It's written very nice, but you cannot go get some popcorn because you're going to miss out something, and you're going to say, wait a minute, what happened there, So it's one of those things you really have to listen to,
Yeah. Well, like we were talking earlier, I've seen the film 3 times.
What I think is so refreshing, though, is it's a screenplay where Richard gives his credit to his audience. There's an intelligent audience out there, 20-somethings, 30-somethings, they get it. And he never dumbs down anything for any audience. And it's about time that we have a Latino writer, director that does that for the community. And I think a lot of people will stay par and par with this film. If anything, it's the first film that I've seen with an all-ensemble Latino cast that stays a little ahead of its audience, and you have to stay with it. And you get the payoff at the end, and you understand everything. So that, how he crafted this is amazing. The play as well as the screenplay.
Well, that's one of the things I liked about it, is that it plays like a play, and it makes you want to, like, not leave for popcorn or drink anything, because you might miss just the small little
It's
thing.
textured, it's nuanced, it works on a lot of big themes. And in one screenplay, he was able to get the whole socioeconomic landscape, if you will, of the Latino American experience, from the cholo in the wheelchair to the senator of California.
Well, speaking about play, I noticed you had some really familiar faces from the stage, especially in Latino Hollywood. How did you pull that off?
We just wanted to surround ourselves with people that we trusted and that we knew. So, Sal Lopez, Robert Beltran, Rubio Tederos, Jesse Borrego, Del Zamora. I mean, these are legends, And so there we all were, almost like a theater ensemble, because for that police unit scene to really work, you needed an ensemble of actors that could speak in a short language. Yari Rivera, even Esperanza America Fernandez. These are very capable actors. Dan Donahue, Roger Wonder Smith. I mean, these guys have been around a long time, man, and we didn't. I really was hanging on to them. And we had to work out some stuff, on our feet, and we did it. But it was a little ensemble playing that was going on there that worked.
Well, my last question to you too. How did he get you guys in? What did he say to you that said?
Hey, that's a new question. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was I was hoping he'd ask me to play the shoot, because I did the play 7 years ago, and I got to watch Christina's do it every night for 3 months, and so when he asked me, I was really happy, because that's what when I was doing it on the stage, that's the character I wanted to show. No, he said, "Tell me, just do this," and I'm in.
Wanda.
I've tracked this man since the 90s, and his artistry and his vision has always spoke to me. So when he told me he wrote a screenplay, and I saw the play, I saw him with Emilio in it.
She came congratulating me after the play, so that was very nice.
I was taken by the power and the relevancy of the piece. And Richard told me, I'm going to write a screenplay. I said, you do that. And he approached me and said, I got a screenplay. And you Forrest Gump me, man. Forrest Gump, you tell him, go do something. He just went away, came back and said, I've got a screenplay. And I read it, and I was really excited, and the wordsmith that he is and the storyteller that he is, he didn't have to say much. He said, you want to be silent? Yes!
Just like that.
Just like that.
She came into the theater and felt the power, and she gave us the love, and she had some notes too. That's Wanda. That's Wanda.
No, but that's his.
Good notes, though. They were helpful, man.
Richard is brilliant because he understands that he has his own learning. We all have our learning curves. And he's brilliant in filtering out what he hears and applying it in the best fashion. And he crafts these wonderful things, and watching him as a director go through his own learning curve so beautifully, so gracefully. The end result is Water and Power. So come and see it May 2nd, AMC.
Cut! That's a wrap!
Thank you.
Woo!